it's important to be able to understand the different types of arguments that are out there for several reasons. The first is that we use and are exposed to these arguments on a daily basis, although we don't usually think about them when we encounter them or use them. So, to be able to understand what they are and when they're used and if they're used correctly is a really empowering thing. Another reason it's important to be able to understand the different types of arguments is that knowing them makes us more effective. We can better our cases that we're trying to make in support of different policies. And this gives us a really nice collection of tools. If we are able to break down the different arguments and know what makes them strong and what makes them effective, then it's going to be more likely that we're going to communicate what we want to communicate effectively. And then the third reason is that knowing the arguments actually helps facilitate critical thinking. Each argument has its own inference, so we need to be able to identify the type of argument so that we can then look at the inference that's being employed. And then each inference is going to have specific questions that are raised. And if we can identify those questions by the type of argument, then we're more likely to be able to evaluate the strength of the argument that's being made. So, knowing the argument lets us know the questions that we need to ask, and knowing the questions lets us better evaluate the different arguments.